Hello, welcome to my start of my dragon journal. Joolse here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So I've done my signatures for, well, I've just picked the papers. This one's the dragon one, so I've got dandelion dyed paper here. I've got some coffee dyed graph paper, cabbage dyed paper. That's one of the journal lined papers, and I just printed a stone crackly design on it. That's avocado paper. Avocado paper again, but I've washed it with a pearly pink paint. This one is actually a dandelion paper that I've scanned, and it's that one. And then I've printed off on the back of the paper another one of the digital papers, some more cabbage dyed paper. That's one of the ones that I've made already, and again that was just a print on cardboard on the back of that one, the dandelion paper. More cabbage dyed paper and avocado dyed paper. The reason I've picked the purples, the blues and the pinks for the dragon journal is because the dragon journal papers are quite bright. The alchemy is more beiges, oranges. So what I've done is I've printed the backs of them with like a light coffee dyed paper that I scanned myself. Dandelion dyed paper, cabbage dyed paper, scanned image, coffee dyed paper. As you can see, there was a doily on that one. That's printed, and I've tended to use more yellows. There's a green. I just washed that over with green pearlized, so I don't know whether you can see it. I don't know whether it, probably the camera won't pick it up as good, but this paper is green. Again, coffee dyed paper printed. This was just a coffee dyed paper when I did it. I didn't realize I had a digital paper in amongst them, and it went through, so I've used that. And avocado dyed and coffee dyed. So what we're going to do is, there's two signatures for the journal. I didn't do resin, so I just did glossy accents. I poured it in the eye socket and then over that, and it's got a nice glossy, the stone, that's an actual stone. And if you go back to when I made this, you'll see how I painted the stone. It's a stone that I found on the beach. There was plenty of them, and it made a beautiful eye. I still haven't finished this off. I will do that, but that's, and I will, I think, Mod Podge this as well. So that I've had for years. I think I got them on QVC. They're foam. They're more for scrapbooking because they've got the, you know, the big letters, big, your, me, or life, sorry, not me, day. I'm not going to use any of the words, that's an and. I'm just going to use some of these fancy little ones. Because I was swithering whether to get rid of them. Oh, it's mine, not me. I was going to give them to my sister, but then I decided no, I'll have a go at using them myself. It's a long time since I've used them, so I'm going to decide. I'm not doing the pages in order, I'm just going to do them randomly. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with a blue one. So this is cabbage dyed paper, and you can see where I've had it in the oven and dried it off. It's gone brown at the edges. I did scan them, and do intend to make a digital kit with these papers. So now I've got avocado, cabbage, dandelion and coffee dyed. I can do a mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my blue ones out, and I just want to do, because it's a dragon one, I just want to do some sort of like swooshes across the page. And I'm not particularly bothered if it doesn't come out perfect. Yeah, it's okay. That's quite nice actually, just on the edges. And yeah, with it being foam. Right, so we'll put that one back. What else have I got? That's lettuce, still want lettuce. There's a lot of these ink pads I've never even looked at. You know what it's like when you start crafting. You just buy everything and anything. Now here's another one. This is stained glass, so this is pinks to green, so it's pink, mauve, blue and green. So we'll have a, this is meant to be the mauve and the green. Yep. Doesn't help that I just stick the stamp in all of them. Yeah, so it's, you can see a little bit of the mauve coming out now on the secondary. So we'll leave that one. And trying to think, what other colours have I got? Alright, I don't want them, I want the blues. So this one's Blueprint Sketch and this one's Mermaid Lagoon. We'll try. And you can see the stamp has come through, so I'm trying not to press too hard on it. And if it's too much, then I can go over it with gesso. So that's that one. So I do prefer that one. So that's the baby blue. That's the palest one I've got. And these are the Spectrum Noir. I've got Oasis. That's a little bit of green. It's quite nice because it goes with that. That's just a lined journal page. Right, I think what we might try is we might try some of the yellow, the dandelion. I'm left with some of these strips, so what I've been doing is I've been making some little tiny paper beads on the little cocktail sticks, because what I am going to do is put some like little paper bead dangles in there. You can see them. I've just shoved them in there for now. Right, so we will use, that's crushed olive, oh they're the greens, keep away from the greens. Right, we've got a pale creamy one here. Straw bale, we'll try this one. It's a bit like the, not quite as orangey as the fossilized amber. Alright, we'll put that one away and we'll try some, what have I got underneath? Sandstone. Sounds okay. It might be a little bit dark. I'm going to try this blue one first. Ooh, that's interesting. It's got a little bit of blue on it as well. Well, you can get some really good some good effects with. That's fine. So I'm still not sure if I like that, but I think what I'll do is I'll get my gesso out and I'll just shove some gesso over the top of it. That's if I can find it. There we are, we found it. Put the lid on now. And if I can get it open, it's not been open for since before I went to Cyprus. So I'm just going to use my fingers. And gesso is quite good at just calming things down. If your colour's a bit intense, it's just a little bit brighter than what you wanted, or you want to take anything into the background, just use gesso. And if it's still too bright, just wait till it dries. And then go over it again. You can use a brush. I tend to use my fingers more than a brush unless I'm actually covering everything. If I'm covering the whole page, then yeah, I will go and use a brush. I'm not going to change that. I might do some on the blue. and just dyeing them. That's what I did with the dandelion papers. It's the first time I've done dandelion papers, and I was reading about it, and it's the dandelion heads that I used, and I just got practically a pan full and just put some water and boiled it. The water goes yellow, and then I just tipped it in a tray and put about 20 sheets in, just one at a time, and just left them soak for 5 minutes, then took them out and just drained them. I couldn't put I would like to put them outside, but I couldn't, so I had to drain them, and then put them in the airing cupboard in a dry tray. Right, so that's that. So now I'm swithering whether to do it with ink or whether to do it with paste. Hand's just stuck to the page. Right, I'm just going to dry this up. It's not actually paste that I use, it's Fix and Grout, and it works perfect. I'm not sure if it would work perfect on this, but I'm going to give it a go. And again, this was another one that was all dried in. I like to soak it, and it's actually stayed wet. I was quite surprised. Right, so here goes. And all this does is it just gives the page a little bit texture, and then you can run ink around it, through it, over it. You can sort of like rub wax on it to give it a metallic look. There's loads of things you can do. I've got some like explosion powders and things like that sometimes look nice on these. So what I might do is I might get them out and have a go. Now this isn't thick, it's not modelling paste, but it's worked. And I'm just wanting the one page. And there we are. So we have the page there. Right, so it is dry. Quite happy with that. Right, so that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. Now, did we have it like that, or do we want it? It doesn't really matter what this. I'm going to have it that way in the middle, and that way there, so it matches that. And that's that. And there you can see the white gesso. So you've got like little white patches on there, which is fine. We'll do some. Oh, it's so good to get my vintage photo and my walnut stain back after having to use ground espresso for so long. Right, so I'm just going to do this corner. It's one thing I like about these stencils is you don't have to do the full thing. And you should really wash them in between. I've just wiped this. I will take it and put it in the sink and give it a good scrub. And I'm not even bothered about whether the corners match. It doesn't matter. There we are. Quite like that one there. I'm going to leave that because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to try this one on the edge. And this is coffee dyed graph paper. And I just love messing on with stencils. And the thing is, if you don't like it, you just cover it up, and that's quite nice. And I'm going to try it on here. I might even get my stencils out there. So it looks quite nice, quite effective actually. I'm not going to put any on there. I won't put any on there or there. I might put this side on there. Yep. I'll not do anything with that. As I say, we've got pockets to go in. That one I did. I will try a little bit with this one, but I'll do it in this corner. It's nice. I've got a bit of washi tape and a tab. These all come with the digital kit, and I'm not going to try any of that. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave that today. I will carry on and make some more beads off camera. I don't think I'll do any of them on camera because I have done a video on making beads, but I will probably thread them while on camera. So thank you for watching. Bye.